Hi, we're going to harvest broccoli today for our mashedpotatoesandcrafts.com tutorial. And so I'm kind of an amateur with broccoli. This is the second year that I've grown it in my garden, but I was quite amazed at how much it can produce. So if you'll come right here and you'll see from this one plant, what I learned is that when you harvest broccoli, you don't want to cut the whole plant down. When I first looked it up, actually some examples said cut the whole plant down. But no, you don't want to do that, because you'll see I made a nice cut there, but then you'll see these other florets growing, and they're going to produce more broccoli. Not as much as the initial big head that comes, but they'll continue to produce. And so the other thing we want to figure out is, when do we harvest broccoli? I live in Utah, and it's August 2nd today, and if you look at this broccoli, you'll see that it's ready because you've got some florets that are starting to tinge yellow, and you don't want to wait until those florets open. If you wait too long, those will open, they'll turn yellow, and then you don't get the nice flavor with your broccoli. So I'm actually going to harvest this one, because this is a great big bunch. Beautiful. So I'm going to look at my stalk, and I'm going to find a good place to cut. And I'm just going to make a cut with my knife. And there we have our broccoli. And you'll see that I left some that's going to continue growing, and I'll be able to harvest more in a few more weeks. And so now I want to show you what we're going to do to clean the broccoli. Because broccoli has lots of hiding places for critters. And so the best thing to do is to get some cold water and add a little vinegar. And then you're just going to dip your broccoli right down into the water, and you're going to let it sit there for 15 to 30 minutes. Hopefully most of any critters will come out. What I have found is sometimes there will be a spider, and spider webs are in the broccoli. That's a little bit trickier. So the best thing is that when you go to use your broccoli, wash it again, tear it apart, and check for any cobwebs. And you also need to keep a good idea underneath the leaves for mites or other insects. My plants are looking really healthy this year, but you have to keep a good eye on that. And that's how we harvest broccoli here at mashedpotatoesandcrafts.com. Enjoy!